Here's why it's so important to be educated on houses if you're going to be fixing and flipping. I'm flipping this house right here, and when I bought it and got in it, I realized I had to rip up all the entire flooring system, and we're in the process of redoing everything right now. Whenever we look at a house, the first thing we do is go to the auditor site, which actually had all the information wrong or did not have any information on this house the way it was built. They typically give you the square footage, the beds and baths, the acreage, how it was built, basement, crawl space, or on a slab. Most times that auditor will tell you how it was built, like I just said, whether it's on a crawl space, if it has a basement, or if it's slab on grade, and this actually said it was a slab on grade construction. So what had happened was we locked up this property in contract. One of my team members actually walked the property, and he also thought it was a slab on grade construction, but he was also wrong. After looking at the pictures and everything that they had said and what the auditor had said, I was questioning if that was true or not. I knew that slabs, meaning no basement, just a thick layer of concrete, was not really popular until after World War II, which was 1945. This house was built in 1936. That's not really adding up. So then it left me with two options. Number one, this house had a basement, or number two, this house had a crawl space, and we need to figure it out. Here are the steps we took to figure it out. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to the exterior of the house to figure out if you have a crawl space or not. All crawl spaces, if built properly, are going to have exterior vents just like this one to allow air to circulate in and out of your crawl space to not make it a damp, wet space. After that, you either want to go inside or outside and look for any access point to where a human about normal size can fit inside there and service anything that's under there, like your electric, your plumbing, or maybe even some HVAC. And if you don't have ventilation and no access points, there's usually going to be very dark, moist areas in the basement, which is going to cause mold and termites to chew up that underside of your house. And just like that, right when we got into this house and we started tearing things apart, we had a nasty, rotten crawl space. All the floors were uneven, they're termite damaged, and we got to rip all the floors up and rebuild every single portion of this structure. Had I believed the auditor and my team member that this house was on a slab and not known construction, I would have come out of this house with the wrong expectations, and I would have been terrified at the things I saw here. But knowing construction, I was prepped for what was about to happen. And when you have old houses that sit on crawl spaces, you can almost assume there's always going to be some sort of flooring issue. That's the real side of real estate.